What's up, YouTube? Giver here. Just kind of doing this video, I guess you'll say on the fly. It's beginning of October 2nd, and the channel's been around for about a month. And I was looking at the Patreon today, and I got one Patreon or patron, whatever the name, whatever it is. And the first payment came through today, and I thought to myself, wow, this is like a historical moment for the channel. I wouldn't really call it that, but it's the first time. And I thought that I would make this video and go over 15 things I've learned, 15 things that I want to say, and just kind of 15 things to ramble on about. And I was at Walmart buying groceries today. It was grocery shopping day. Picked up a pack of Amonkhet. There's 15 cards in the booster pack, so I figure we can open the pack, and for every card we flip over, we'll talk about something. So it's just going to be a short video, just kind of a rambling video. If you're into that thing, keep watching. If you're not into that thing, you can wait till the giveaways. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this pack. So what I want to do is I want to open this. Throw that away. Excuse the mess. I'm sorting through that collection that I got. And let's see. This one, should be a land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we got a land. And then we got 1, 2, 3. And a rare. So we can do it like that. But we'll do that, and that. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I just did, but anyway. So there we go. 15 talking points, 15 cards. So I've got them written down here. First talking point. I want to say, sorry, I've not really been posting as much, making as much content. As I said before, I was shopping today for groceries. The reason is, my life's very busy right now. I've got another child on the way, and there's a lot of things going on around the house. And this is my hobby, and the hobby comes second. So I was trying to get on a schedule where I would post things Wednesdays and weekends, but I started running out of content. I started running out of product to open. As is evident from my last video, we're kind of changing that up a little bit. So I'm trying to make other things to fill the gaps, so we can keep the channel going. But I do want to say, for those of you that did notice that maybe I haven't been responding to comments as much, or that maybe I'm not putting content out as much, apologize, but we got things going on. So with that, the first card that we pull, boom, Watchful Naga. So next up, next talking point is I want to say that I'm sorry to one of our guys, Owen Berlin. He actually won the very first Hour of Devastation contest. He reached out to me. It took a little while for him to get back to me, but he reached out to me. I got his address and everything. I've got the cards. I've got them packaged up. I've just been so busy I haven't made it to the post office. So if you're watching this on the 2nd, I'm going to get those in the mail tomorrow, and I'll shoot you a message when I get those things out. So I apologize. I try not to let it go that long, but it's been over a week, and I haven't got these shipped out yet. So just wanted to apologize for that. So what do we got? We got a Shimmer Scale Drake. 3/4 flying with cycling for 5 mana. The next point, I wanted to say congrats to Costas. He was the first winner of the Kaladesh boxes. He was actually in Greece. That's when I realized that, holy crap, I've really dug myself into a hole. Not restricting these contests to US only. Shipping is expensive, but I did get those cards out, and I threw some extra stuff in there for you, so I hope you got that. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you continue watching. So, mark that down off my list here. And let's see what we get. An Oshra Cultivator. 1 green, sacrifice them, search your library for basic land, put it in the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. 0/3. So, it's just infinitely better than a wall of wood. So, next thing, I want to say congrats to our second Kaladesh winner, Jace's Prodigy. But I also want to say, Jace, if you are watching this, get with me, man. I've tried to send you an email. I've tried to send you a message on YouTube and respond to comments, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you need to get with me so I can get your cards shipped out. I don't really know what else to say. YouTube acts really strange with the messages and everything. The best thing is just shoot me an email. You can find my email in the About section on my channel. But it's just giverofmagic@gmail.com. So send me an email, give me that address, and I'll get that stuff out to you. All right. F-Crop Entangler. He's a 2/1 trample. You can exert him, and he gets +1/+2, so he'll become a 3/3. Next up, I wanted to say congrats to Acidic YGO. He was the winner of the Kaladesh 3 Commons. Got those shipped out to you. Appreciate your subscribing. Appreciate you viewing. I hope you stick around. And yeah, that's it. Just kind of wanted to say congratulations. So let's pull the next card. Cartouche of Ambition. 3 mana, enchant creature you control. When it enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature, and the enchanted creature gets +1/+1 lifelink. Kind of cool. Next up is Spencer Coelho. You're the winner of the of one of the Kaladesh common sets. Congratulations, you won. But again, please get with me if you're watching this video. givermagic@gmail.com, or just reach out to me through YouTube. I need to get your address so I can get your stuff out in the mail. So there you go. Next card. We have a Horned Kopesh. So 1 mana equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Doesn't get any simpler than that, guys. So, to the latest winner of the Kaladesh Commons, congratulations to Anthony Ellis. He's a very recent subscriber, but you know we don't hold that against anybody here. He subscribed a couple days ago, and he actually won that. So I reached out to him today. I hope you see this, or I hope you got my messages. Just send me that address back, and I'll get that stuff out in the mail for you. All right, next. Benefaction of Ronus. 3 mana, reveal the top 5 cards of your library, can put a creature card and or an enchantment card from among them into your hand, put the rest in your graveyard. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to say, you know, congratulations to all the winners. We've been doing this for a little over a month, and we've opened a lot of product. We're giving away a lot of stuff. But I also want to just say thank you to, you know, everybody that's subscribing. I think right now I got 31, 32 subscribers, and that's 30 more than I ever thought I'd have, you know. It's kind of cool, right? So I just really wanted to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the views, all that kind of stuff. It's been fun so far, and you know, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. I wouldn't be doing this if 1 month in I didn't have any subscribers, right? Nobody be watching. I'd be thinking I'm just talking to myself. So yeah, you know, I'm still doing this because you guys are still watching. Appreciate it. So there's that point. So next card. Scarab Beast. Exile 3 cards from a single graveyard with cycling. Simple, easy, potent. Next up, very, very, very special thanks to my Patreon subscriber, and or I should just say to my patron, right? I have one person on the patron, and if I'm not mistaken, he may have been my first subscriber in YouTube. He's been a patron since the beginning. I don't know what it is. I certainly wouldn't want to pay to hear me rattle on, but I don't know what it is, but I really appreciate that. The thought that somebody not only subscribes to your channel just so that they get notified whenever you make a video or whatever, but the fact that somebody felt strong enough to actually donate a little bit of money to help keep it going is really amazing. All that Patreon money, it pretty much goes for things to keep the channel going. I really didn't anticipate, maybe I was just naive, how much shipping was. And there's been a couple times where I've thought to myself, you know, maybe I should change out the price structure or something like that to make shipping not as expensive, because, you know, some of these larger sets of commons, I mean, you're talking $8 every time I ship it, and I was doing that every week. So 8 and doing that 4 times a month, that's almost $30, $35, $36 a month, and you know, that's a lot. That's almost half a box. So, but anyway, I've decided I'm going to stick with it the way it is. We're just going to spread the videos out a little bit longer. But every dollar of that Patreon goes towards either the shipping of the prizes or more product. So, you know, you're just basically letting me keep doing what I'm doing, and I really appreciate that. And I've got your commons, or your uncommons, I'm sorry. I've got your uncommons from the Kaladesh stuff. Everything that I've opened so far that's uncommon, you're the only patron. I'm just going to box it all up and send it to you. I'm also going to throw some other stuff in that box as well. I know you're eligible for, you know, a $5 card or whatever, and I don't really have an extra $5 card from something that I've opened, but I do have some stuff that I'm going to throw together for you, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So be looking out for that, and yeah, that's it. Also on my Patreon, you had asked me a question, so if you're watching this, I did respond to your comment that you had made on Patreon as well. So if you see that, cool, and we'll end it at that. I just really appreciate it. Okay, next up, Sparring Mummy. When Sparring Mummy enters the battlefield, untap target creature. Alright, so the next point that I wanted to make is Unclaimed Stuff. So right now I've got two people that haven't got back to me on this. I'm going to say that if I don't hear back from you by the 15th of this month, that, sorry, you've lost the prize. Because what I think I'm going to do, the whole point of this channel was to get some of these cards that would otherwise just be sitting in a box, not being used by anybody, not getting any joy. If I just had a box of 5,000 common cards sitting in a basement collecting dust, I would be getting no joy out of those. All the labor and the energy of the designers and the people that print them and everything like that would have just completely gone to waste. And there's just no benefit. There's no enjoyment being made from that. There's no real impact on anybody's life that's happening from those cards just sitting in a basement. So the whole point of the channel was to get them out there. Not everybody is as fortunate as I am. Not everybody has the extra income that they can spend on this kind of stuff. So, to me, they might just be a bunch of commons. To somebody else, they could be, something that they really find a lot of enjoyment out of, that they can use, that they can play with friends with. Maybe get out of the house, think about something else. I mean, not everybody's in a good situation, and hobbies like this can take your mind off things for a little while. So that was the point, and I hope that gets paid forward, right? If I send you a shit ton of commons and you don't need them, they're not really worth anything. So if you know somebody that could really benefit from them, give them away, pay it forward. Go through, pick out what you want, give the rest of it away. We got to be, as Bill and Ted says, be excellent to one another. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do with all of the stuff that's unclaimed, I saw a Reddit post one time that somebody had asked the question, what do I do with all of my bulk commons and uncommons? And some of the answers were, you can sell them to this place for like $5 per 1,000 or whatever. It barely even covers the cost of shipping. But somebody else made a really good suggestion. There's a lot of boys clubs. There's a lot of places for kids that might not be in a good situation, or that might be dealing with drugs or abusive homes, or whatever, anything that you can think of. I'm sure there's kids out there that are dealing with that. And one of the suggestions was give them to those organizations that try to foster and support, try to help out with those youths. And I thought that was a really good idea, because I was fortunate enough growing up to not have to deal with any of that. But I do know that this game, when I was a kid, hobbies like this, games like this, they just help take your mind off things. And if I could help somebody take their mind off of a bad situation for just an evening, an hour, whatever, maybe just looking at the art, getting lost in the cards, learning how to play, that kind of thing. There's a couple local game stores around here that are really great, and there's some really good people. It gets them maybe off a certain path that they're on, and maybe puts them on another one, maybe a more nerdier one, but one that's less destructive. So that's what I'm going to try to do with the extra cards that go unclaimed. I'm not just giving a cutoff and saying, "Wahaha, they're all mine now." No, I'm trying to give this stuff away and make the world a better place, at least in the small way that I can, right? So there's that point. What do we got? Got a Nimbleblade Kenra. 2 mana, 1/3, prowess. So we're on the last 5 things here, and I thought it would be a good idea. Oh yeah, I'm a big Coke drinker. I thought it would be a good idea here to go through some things that I've learned. I'm a month in on this channel. What have I learned so far? So, the first thing I learned, I'm not a salesman. Not at all. You don't know how many times I've gone on to these random Facebook Magic groups, gone to Reddit or subreddits for Magic the Gathering, that kind of thing, forums, and thought, you know, I'll go on these forums and I'll go ahead and kind of just throw this out there that, hey, I'm doing these contests, I've got this YouTube channel, that kind of thing. And it just feels sleazy, right? I'm not somebody that likes to brag. I'm not somebody that likes to, you know, toot my own horn, that kind of thing. And I can think of a million different things that somebody would want to log on to their favorite forum or subreddit or whatever and read, and some asshole in his basement plugging his own channel isn't one of them. So even though I think it would help probably to get my name out there, I'm just going to go the organic route and, you know, word of mouth, if there's word of mouth, and just kind of the YouTube stuff, because I'm not a salesman. I can't do it. It just feels sleazy. So it's one thing I've learned. Whether it's ultimately what causes this channel to not grow as fast, so be it. I have no illusions of grandeur here. We're just a channel where we open painted cardboard and see what happens. So that's the first thing I've learned. Let's see what we got. We should be in maybe the uncommons now. Oh, there's that basic land. That's kind of cool. We got a full art swamp. That's always welcome. Heck yeah. Next thing I've learned, making YouTube videos is actually work. I don't know how many times just watching people on YouTube that have, you know, a bajillion subscribers, and you think, oh my goodness, how much money does this guy make for making these videos? He just sits here and does nothing. Well, let me tell you, my videos are the epitome of lazy. I sit here, I do nothing. I don't have an intro, I don't have an outro, I don't even know how to put music on the damn things. I barely know how to like cut things off. The last video I made, I went into a coughing fit and I was able to cut it out, but hell, that took me like 20 minutes just to figure out how to cut the stupid to cut my coughing out. So, you know, this is actually work. So anybody that thinks that they can just go on YouTube, get 1 million subscribers and sit back and not do anything is kidding themselves. It takes a lot of time just to upload the damn things. It takes hours. But you know, I'm not saying that I have it bad and oh my god, I'm working to the bone. No. But my videos are about as basic as you can get, right? So I can really see now how doing this is like a full-time thing and making real videos or whatever, it's a full-time job. So mad props. Let's see what we got here. Oh, somehow I knew I messed up somehow. So our rare Heart Piercer Manticore. So it's a 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice another creature. If you do, it deals damage equal to that creature's power to target creature or player. So that's kind of cool, and it also can come back. So, you know, if you're down for a few points of damage, you can just throw them with this monkey scorpion tiger thing or whatever. I don't know, not too bad. Next thing I've learned is, you know, sub appreciation really is a thing. I don't know how many times I've watched YouTubers that sit there and fawn on and on about, oh, I love my subscribers, they're the best thing ever, and I just think, man, this guy's just full of shit, just trying to get subscribers or trying to make people feel for him or whatever. But no, you know, one thing, I'm not going to go on and on about this, but it makes you feel good, right? Just people commenting. When I get up in the morning and I look at the comments and somebody said, hey, cool video, and then they throw the word of the day in or whatever, or just random comments like suggestions on how to do things better, suggestions on how to do things different. All of them, really. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like me sitting down here in this basement is bringing a little bit of enjoyment to somebody and helping them, maybe get through their day or whatever. So, last time I'm going to say it, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you that's watching and that's taking the 3 seconds to hit that subscribe button, because that's 3 seconds that you gave me that you didn't have to. And to everybody that's commenting, I appreciate the fact that you took 10 seconds out of your day to make a comment to me jacking around here in the basement. So I appreciate that. So what else do we got? We got an angler drake. Flying, when he enters the battlefield, you can return target creature to its owner's hand. 4/4 for 6. Okay. Next thing I've learned in this 30 days is, you know what? I really do enjoy Magic. I played this game when I was 6th grade, maybe 6th or 7th grade. It was like 94, 95. You guys can do the math and see how old I am. But I played it for quite a few years. I made a lot of friends playing it. I have a lot of memories going to like the Friday Night Magic. Before it was like officially Friday Night Magic, it was just everybody got together on Fridays. There was a pizza place, so like after the local football games, my mom would drop me off at the pizza place, and they had taken the room in the back, and all these guys were playing Magic, and it was just a fun time. No matter how old you were, everybody just got together and played a game, and it was a lot simpler of a game back then, but it was a lot of fun. That was a big part of my childhood. And I got out of it, and I don't know why. I've played Warhammer 40K, I played video games, World of Warcraft, and all that stuff. But getting back into Magic, it's really made me realize how much I missed it, I guess. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's that. So we got a Vizier of the Deferment. He's got Flash, 2/2 for 3 mana. Then here's the battlefield. You can exile a creature if it attacked or blocked this turn. Return that card to the battlefield. So it blinks a creature if it attacked or blocked. So last point that I want to make that I've learned over the past 30 or so days on YouTube is I've learned that the community is awesome. And I'm not talking the YouTube community, right? I've already talked enough about you guys. I'm talking about the local community, or just the Magic community in general. I started going down to my local gaming store. I got a couple, but I started going down to one. And I walked in to buy some sleeves, and the guy that ran the place didn't know me from Adam. He basically said, what are you buying these sleeves for? And I said, well, I've kind of started buying Magic cards, that kind of thing. And he said, hey, well, we draft. Do you know what drafting is? And he was kind of explaining that to me. And he was like, come on down on Saturday. And he seemed really, really genuine and enthusiastic about it. So sure enough, I did. I went down that Saturday and started playing. And I met some of the guys. And, these are guys that I don't know. I've never talked to. But it was almost like immediately you have something in common with somebody. I mean, these are people that we would never, we're from completely different areas or walks of life or whatever, and they're people that I would never run into probably on a day-to-day basis. I mean, some of these guys, I've lived in the same town almost my entire life. I've never seen these guys before, right? And this isn't a very big town. So that just shows you, these aren't people that I would run into on a normal basis. But you go to the shop and you just immediately just start talking Magic, and you just make friends with people, and I don't know, it's it really is a good community. It's a lot of people that come together and enjoy the game for what it is. Don't take it too seriously, and that's about it. Just enjoying it for what it is, a game that can bring people together. So anyway, this video is going, it's almost 31 minutes. This might be the longest one yet, but I wanted to put together a video again. I've been doing this for about a month, and I've learned some things I wanted to share with you guys. Also, just wanted to throw the congratulations out there to our winners. We're going to keep doing the giveaways for as long as I possibly can. We're going to keep making these videos, and hopefully we'll keep growing this community, and we'll get a good thing going here. I'd like to do some maybe collaborations with some other creators in the Magic the Gathering arena, but again, I'm not a salesman. I don't freaking know how all this works, so I'll just hang out in my basement until somebody knocks on the door, if that ever happens. So anyway, guys, we got one more card. Oh, it's foil. It's a foil Evolving Wilds. That's kind of cool. So anyway, that's it, guys. Again, I appreciate you. I'm having a blast. I hope you continue watching, and we'll see you on the next round. Peace.